I'd like to know how the 4 firemen would be dispatched. Is it gonna be one on duty every shift? How's it gonna work? What is one person gonna do to improve the response time to a fire? Can you tell me, Chief or John, as to how the 4 men would be dispatched?
Well, the 4 people are going to work on a single shift basically during the day. That's why it's an enhanced fire safety or firefighter safety program. You need 4 fire personnel by national standard to engage in firefighting activities. So if we were to split the 4 up, we'd be basically defeating the purpose of firefighter safety. So we're basically 4 firefighters
During the day?
during the day.
And what happens during the night?
We're right back to our call department.
But just
You know, the volunteers.
looking over the numbers, I mean, nighttime responses aren't near as much of a problem just because we have a tremendous volunteer force that is around evenings, and daytimes is really when we're shorthanded.
So, some of the numbers that have shown over the last few years, you know, we're seeing an increase in daytime. We're using 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. again, same 12-hour period that we've used in the past. But basically, at one point, when I took over as chief about 15 years ago, we were about 50-50. Now we're about 63% in the daytime on calls and 37% at night. So there's a slow change towards daytime volume. But,
Is it projected that these 4 people would be Monday through Friday, or would it be weekends? How would it be allocated at time?
Yeah, right now, there's a ton of logistics that need to be worked out. You know, obviously, that's one of them. We're looking probably Monday through Friday. We're not sure because, you know, a lot of the call guys are still around on the weekends because, you know, it's during the day when they're at work that the town's vulnerable. But there's a lot of logistics that really need to be worked out. And like Mr. Reardon said, it's one of those things we can't really rush into. I mean, we know this is the worst time for funding. We don't know what's going to happen with, you know, state monies coming back. We do know that, exactly like you said, that you know, if we enter into this contract with the federal government, they're holding the carrot, you know. But we wanted to bring it to light too, as well as, you know, everything else that could be forthcoming before the town too. So,
Chief, when do you see yourself coming to us asking for a station on the south end? I know this has been talked about years ago, and the time is coming when you're going to need this very urgently, I'm sure.
yeah. Well, right now, you know, that's another thing. If like I said, our average response time out of the center of town is 10 minutes and 24 seconds. If you want to get into the national, you know, national standards of what response time should be, you know, it's going to take more than one station in the south end of town just because we're geographically so large. You know, if people can accept the, you know, I understand budgets are tight and everything. If people can accept the fact that it takes 10 minutes and 24 seconds to get a fire truck, and they're happy with that, or they can live with that, then we can operate like we're operating right now. It's really up to the people. That if you know, if they decide they want to move forward with it, then they'll have to decide, I guess, where the funding will come from.
These dollars that I'm looking at, do these include benefits, employee benefits for a full-time
I
employee?
believe so.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Well, I would like to just state for the record that this opportunity or the desire to pursue this grant in no way reflects on the service that the volunteers of the Belchertown Firefighters Association provide. We're very fortunate to have approximately 40 volunteer firefighters who give thousands of hours of their own time each year and provide an extraordinary service to the town free of charge. The daytime calls, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. until approximately 5 p.m. will become concerning. That's when these folks that volunteer so much of their time at the time need to go away and earn a living. And I think that's the gap that we need to fill. So this is an opportunity. And secondly, I would like to have the captain also pursue the feasibility of, you mentioned EMT basic. About 5 years ago, we moved away from basic, intermediate, and we're currently operating at the highest level of certification, ALS, and I would not want to see the ambulance or EMS service back off for any other reason than it's simply not feasible to fund it at that level. But I know we can do it. It's it's where we need to be for the safety of the Belchertown residents, and there's no desire on my part to see that service digress for any reason. So if you could confirm that we could hire a firefighter paramedic.
Yeah, we certainly could. The only restriction is just the dollars that the feds are offering. So
We'd have to make a bid
we have
difference.
to make a
It's
difference.
something that we would have to really
Include in the
go over,
calculations.
because our ambulance is currently operating for about the 5th consecutive year with a paramedic basic level waiver. But because we have sufficient paramedic staff on our roster currently, it's my understanding that when our waiver expires, it's highly likely that the state Office of Emergency Medical Services will not renew our waiver. We've demonstrated the ability to grow away from that need, and as I said previously, we're operating at the highest level service, and we can't go in and digress. That's where the community needs to have this ambulance at ALS. So we'll have to come up with some comparisons as to what the basic or intermediate level service would cost, and what the paramedic level firefighter service would cost.
Just to confirm then, the numbers that Mr. Raconti was talking about that are kind of hanging over our head like a cloud. If you do, instead of looking at the basic level, for say a firefighter EMT, if we go for a firefighter paramedic, the town will actually be spending more than the $235 that Mr. Raconti had talked about. And obviously the other numbers in our matrix would have to be adjusted upwards, so it's even more so. We gotta approach this very carefully and make sure we know exactly what we're doing and make sure we know how to fund if we do in fact go
I
forward.
mean, it's about a $2,000 difference between the two grades.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it gives us an idea.
but it's a real investment.
Yeah.